Hey guys, it's Jake bringing you another workout. Today I'm going to be going over my new system. It's going to be going through levels of what the workouts are going to look like. So today we're going to go over level 1. I'm going to do another video that's going to show level 2, and then I'm going to finish up with a video that shows level 3. So in today's exercises, for level 1, these are going to be things like body weight exercises, low impact. Some are going to use light dumbbells, and we're going to be going through just what those motions look like to see if you should be looking out for those level 1 workouts, or if you should be looking out for those level 2 or level 3 workouts. They can also be used at any level, and you can always do different modifications. But in these, this is kind of going to be your most basic, your kind of intro workouts. And again, you know, if you're recovering from an injury, these might be great for that. Or if you're just new to fitness, this is also great for that. All right, so for this level 1 exercise, we're going to need one set of lighter dumbbells. We're going to be using those for a couple different exercises like lat raises, where you lift the dumbbells to your sides, and front raises, where you lift them in front of you. And the other thing we're going to need them for is a swing. So we're going to be holding one or both dumbbells, and you're going to be dropping them down between your legs and then raising them up as you drive your hips forward to carry them up. So pick a pair of dumbbells that are going to be good for those two exercises. Other than that, we're not going to need any dumbbells. We're just going to use our body weight. So there's not going to be any warm up for this. We're going to be working 40 seconds on and 20 seconds rest. If you need additional rest throughout the movements, feel free to either move slower or take short rests, but please don't take any longer than you have to. During the video, you're going to see little clips of what the upcoming exercise is going to look like. They're going to be right over, probably right over here. And that's going to be just showing each next exercise. We're going to be getting started with front squats, and we are starting that here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So these front squats, you are breaking at the hips, you are keeping your head up and chest up, and you are keeping your heels driving down through the floor. And we're dropping until the goal is to get your thighs parallel with the ground, or your hips to the depth of your knees. And we are just dropping into that squat and raising back up. You want your hips to lock at the top of each move. And you want to make sure that you're breathing. And we have 5 seconds to go. Done in 2, 1. All right, so we have that 20-second rest here. The next thing we're going to be moving into is a step back. So this is a burpee alternative. It's a very beginner burpee. So what we're going to be doing is putting our hands down to the floor and stepping back and then moving through that. We're starting here right now. So it is a step back, step forward, and stand up. So you are dropping into a high plank position. Try and alternate which leg you step forward and back with each time. We have 5 seconds left here. Done in 2, 1. All right, so that's the next move. The next one, we're going to be using our dumbbells. This is going to be the front raise and lat raise. We're going to go to parallel with the ground, each one, and you want a very slight bend in those elbows. So we're starting here in 2, 1 with that front raise and lat raise. So we're lifting those dumbbells up and to the sides. These are great for your front delts, for your rear delts. Again, you know, make sure you're breathing through all these exercises. Done with these in 5, 2, 1. All right. So we're done with those dumbbells. We're going to be doing a reach with a knee raise next. So those we're going to be keeping our arms up here, and we are driving the knee up while reaching up overhead. If you can get that knee drive easy, I recommend doing a leg lift. We're starting those now. So it's a reach up and drive that knee up each time. And like I said, if these are too easy for you, you can straight leg. And what that does is just puts a little bit more weight out towards the end of your leg, which makes it a little bit harder for that lift. These are great for your shoulders, great for your abs. That's what we're working with these knee or leg raises. We are done with these in 5, 2, 1. All right. So the next thing we're going to be doing is a plank, and we're going to have our knees down on the ground. This is a low plank, so we're going to be down on our forearms, and we're having those knees down. Again, if it's too easy for you, you can always lift those knees up. So we're starting here in 2, 1. All right. So we're right here. You want to keep your butt down. You don't want to be way up here. Although, if this is too much for you, you can always scoot back a little bit, but try and get out so you have that nice flat back all the way down to where your knees are touching. And again, this is just the knees down version. If this is too easy for you, if you want to try that harder version, you can lift your knees up. You can try and do that for 5 seconds at a time, with a rest in between, or however it's best for you. Done with these in 2, 1, time. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is hip ups. We're going to be lying on our backs with our feet close to our butts, and then we are driving our hips up, lifting our hips up off the ground. So we're starting these in 3, 2, 1. All right, and we are just driving up, flexing our glutes, driving our hips up towards the ceiling. These are great for your glutes and your hamstrings. These also work your abs. You just want a quick tap on the ground and lifting back up. Done with these in 3, 2, 1. All right. So the next thing we're doing are going to be the dumbbell swings. You can either use one of your dumbbells or both of them for this. Like I said, the dumbbells are going to go down between your legs, and then you're using that hip drive to drive those dumbbells up in front of you. Starting these in 2, 1. Here we go. So you want to keep the hex heads together, or if you're using one, you'll just grip it with both hands. You drive those hips back, keep a strong back as those drop down, and then that momentum that brings them up in front of you. Your arms end slightly above parallel with the floor. And we are done with these in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're done with the dumbbells, so you can set those aside. Next thing we're going to be doing is crunches. So these, you're going to be lying down on your back, feet close to your butt. You have your hands either next to your head or on your chest. I prefer to do it on my chest so I don't torque my neck. And we're starting now by lifting that lower back off the ground. You want your lower back and shoulder blades to come up each time. Try and keep those feet driving through the floor. And again, to not torque on your neck, it's important to pick a focal point on your ceiling to keep your head looking at that the entire time, so you're not pulling your neck, but allowing your abs to pull your entire body up. Done with these in 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're moving into a side-to-side knee tap. You want your legs wide for this one, and what we're doing here is we are touching our knee while leaning in that direction and then alternating, touching the other knee. So here we get started. And so we are just going back and forth. This is a side lunge variation. We're not getting as deep as a standard side lunge, but these are great starting points. You should feel that flex or that stretch in your groin. And we're just going back and forth, touching each knee, keeping our head up and our chest up, weight back in our hips as we go back and forth. And we're done with these in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're now moving into the final exercise. This is going to be a single leg jack. So instead of doing the standard jumping jack, we are doing one leg out, one leg out. Getting started with these in 3, 2, 1. All right, so out. Now we're just stepping side to side, pull those arms, come up and make contact above our heads. We're gonna be finishing this one with a whole minute of this exercise. We're gonna breathe, focus on the big arch with those arms. Done with these here in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. All right. And that's it for today. So that is that level 1 exercise. I'll have different exercises in each level 1, but if you can do all those and they could be maybe difficult for you, or if you feel like that's a good starting point for you, then yeah, stick to those level 1s. And as you continue doing these exercises, you can maybe try out that level 2 and see how it works. You'll have some idea based on the level 1 of some modifications that you can do to complete those next exercises. And yeah, I just hope that creating these different levels will really help give you an idea on how to move up and teach you those moves in a safe and effective way. So with that, that's our workout for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video.